Hello, what's up, everybody? So I was on my way to work and I wanted to ask you this question. Like, in traffic, have you ever, while you were in traffic driving, have you ever seen like anything happen, like an accident, because I saw these two cars, racing, like, past each other, and I thought that they were like beefing, right? I thought that there was beef. I thought they had problems, or there was some type of conflict going on. But no, like the other car just passed, and nothing happened. So I wanted to ask you: have you ever witnessed any type of traffic accidents, road rage, or have you ever unfortunately been in them? If you want to share and let me know what that was like or what happened, I would be I'm curious to know. It's just something I was thinking about on my way home. And well, today I wanted to actually talk about science heads, because I was watching this clip of Jordan Peterson again. I'm always like talking about him, but that's the only guy that I really listen to in his interviews with all these type of people that he interviews. And he was speaking with an atheist, and this guy was saying that even as a hardcore atheist, hardcore scientific person, when things happen in his life that he has no other explanation for, like things that are, I don't know if they're unforeseen or unexpected, or like surprises, or just like type of good and bad things, he becomes religious, right? And I don't know if this happens for a lot of like hardcore atheists, objective thinking, tangible, hardcore, scientific, physical, real world people that that they don't live in the realm of esoteric teachings, of any type of abstract knowledge, any type of psychological mumbo jumbo. They just believe in like hard facts and data. If they you know go through this too, where at times they will actually enter this realm of like the unknown. And I think it makes sense, because I think it's really hard for you to keep a level headed, to be cold hearted and to be calculated, and to be that type of objective person, and maintain that objective attitude when you're facing the unknown, right? The unpredictable. Because you can probably say, yeah, it is possible for you to be that cold even under stressful and even situations, even under pressure. But so this is kind of like a, I delve a lot into like the zodiac, abstract knowledge, all this type of like psychological mumbo jumbo, philosophical ideas. I'm very theoretical. I would not consider myself an objective person. I'm not one to say, oh yeah, this is, I believe in this because this is scientifically proven, or this is science, right? I don't consider myself that type of person. I'll use data and facts to like make my to bloat up my argument, to make it like a little bit more, how can I say it, like, yeah, it's to basically like get my point across. But for me, the objective is just the subjective disguised, right? Because and it's actually based on consensus, right? It's not really based on anything that you can, like I once said in this video, that you can actually like tell other people, or that you can actually question it with other people, right? Like or like a God, you can't ask God like, hey, is this true? Is this the way things are? I mean, because a lot of people agree on things, and that makes it a fact, right? Like, what's the difference between an opinion and a fact? An opinion has like one person, and a fact will have the majority. So the majority will say this is the way things are because the majority says it, right? So yeah, that basically discards all other types of subjectivity, quote unquote, which are actually like valid opinions from the few, right, or from the individuals, like myself. But in a world where we're divided, between these type of people, like there are people that are subjective, like I am, more theoretical, and there are people that are hardcore, science people, and I would say, I don't know if a lot of people see that paradox in them, because a lot of people are very scientifically inclined, right? Like they'll be like, yeah, science, the new dogma, the new religion, but at the same time they'll be superstitious about things, right? They'll say like, no, I don't do this because then this will happen, or they'll experience like deja vu, or they'll have like these weird experiences, like kind of like this atheist guy, that will make them question that objectivity, right? And they don't really see that, like they'll think about that stuff, but they don't connect the dots, right? And I wonder if like the people that are hardcore, like scientific, atheists, that they're like, yeah, I only believe in what is proven and what can be repeated and experimented with, which I think is kind of insane, because there's a lot that we can't prove but still exists, like the mind, like thoughts, a lot that we don't understand, but it's still there, right? Like how are you, and plus the scientific attitude has taken on this type of rigid authoritarian position, right? Where it's like, oh, it's scientific, so you need to shut the fuck up because this is, what it is. And it doesn't leave room for any type of discussion, right? Where the true spirit of science, as I've said, and as many people have said before, is exploratory in nature, right? It's constantly questioning, and it's never affirming, it's never confirming things, right? It's never saying, yeah, this is the way it is and that's it, right? It's hypothesizing, right? It's actually being theoretical. So yeah, I wonder if, like, if you're a person, I mean, I think that if you're a person that is really objective, you wouldn't be watching this video, because I don't talk about objective things. But in case you stumble across here, I would ask you, like, you being a science head and being a science believer, because at the end of the day, it's a belief, right? Based on the common consensus, or based on experiments that are only true on Earth, right? Or on this universe, or on this solar system. Do you still have those moments where you could tap potentially into this other world, right? In the unknown, in the esoterical, in the zodiac signs, in this type of world that doesn't have all the answers, but is actually constantly searching for them, right? That is that is more concerned with the means and the process and the way and the Tao than it is with getting to the point, right? The philosophical attitude, the search for wisdom, right? The love for wisdom, right? Where it's not something that you can say, this is the way it is and that's it, right? Where you're actually searching for this, and that's the objective in itself, right? That's the question is the point. It's not the answer, or you could have an answer that leads to another question, and so on. So I just thought I'd share this thought with you today, and that's all I got for today. So I will see you all in the next one. Peace.